Everybody, it's Deanna again. Just back for day 3 of day 52 of Christmas. And I want to do a little display on this box. Now this box was, I believe I got it from Michael's, like one of their dollar section boxes a couple years ago. And so I want to do a little display on top of it. And what I'm going to use today is my Sizzix, my Tim Holtz Sizzix die, and it's the light post. And what I've done is I've cut 4 of them, and I'm going to glue them together, and then we're going to use these little shadow people that I cut out on my Cricut. Maybe in the near future I will offer them for sale for a reasonable price, and the shipping will just be in a regular envelope, so the shipping should be just inexpensive too. And I'll try to work on that really soon here. So let's get started. I'm gonna roll my sleeves here. Now I've decided on this. This is from my scrap papers. And I measured my box, and because this lid is so tight, I can't fit paper underneath it. So I'm just going to go up to the paper. So I drew a line around the edge, and I got to cut my piece of paper 1.5 inches to go around this box. Now the 12-inch width is perfect, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's the perfect height. So let's cut down to 1.5 inches. I think I'm going to run a string of lights on there. I'm going to try to anyway. I haven't prepped this one because I only have one box. And I was trying to think of what you could use, because not everybody has that same box. And I was thinking the oatmeal boxes that they used to have had that slip-on lid. Now I don't know if they still do or if they have a plastic lid, but I think an oatmeal box would work. Pretty good. This is just a hair too wide, so I'm going to slim that down just a tiny bit. So yeah, keep your eye out. I thought maybe a Pringles can, but they're not very, the lid is plastic and you could cut it down, but they're not very big around, you know, they're just probably less than that center there for sure. So I thought, well, that's probably not a good idea. All right, so we're just going to glue this down with some art glitter glue here. Now my last video was quite long, and I might have some that are longer. It just depends on what it is. I'm going to try to keep them short and simple, but you know, there's just some things that I want to make that are just, they're just going to take longer. So we're going to just do that like that. Now this 12-inch piece fit perfectly around this box. I did not have a lot left over for that. There we go. And I don't mind that the cover, if it's not underneath the cover, that does not bother me because I'm going to keep the cover on anyway. So there we go. Let's slide that back on. Let's start that. Now this is going to get covered up because I'm going to do some of the snow text on there. Next I've got this tree, and it is one from Walmart, and it is 5.5 inches high with the little stand on it. So I want that kind of towards the back, and we're just going to lay some glue. And I am sorry about the last time, my last video, I noticed that I was out of frame quite a bit. I'm going to try to, ooh, that one bit me a little bit. Try to stay more in frame. I keep trying to watch, but I get looking at my project and worrying about that, and then I forget to watch how far out I am. So I'm sorry about that. All right, so now we'll glue these pieces together. And this little yellow piece here, I'm going to put in after my third one. I just held this over a piece of yellow paper and then kind of drew around it and then cut inside of that area to create that. Well, I want that to be my, like my little light. So Make sure they're all facing up. Now they do have a kind of cupped edge, and if you look, you can tell it's kind of cupped. So we want to put our glue on the cup side. This is kind of narrow, so it's a little hard to hang on to. And you don't need a lot of glue. You don't want it squeezing out all over the place. There we go. I want them all facing up. There. If you do a lot of die cutting with your machines, then you know that they end up with the side that's got to be up and the side that's got to be down. Now for quite a while I had a die cutting machine, the Big Shot, Big Kick, and I liked that. Well, then I was shopping and I come across one that was a really good deal at the little store I go to, so I picked it up. It actually cuts a little wider, and that one is called the Spellbinders Platinum. And so I just started using that one. I just took it out yesterday and tried it out for the first time. I don't know. I guess you get used to one machine, and then, it's hard to compare them, but so far I guess it's all right. There was nothing wrong with my other one. I just like the idea of being able to cut bigger pieces of paper. There. So now we got our little light in there, and now we'll glue our last one on top of that so that it hides that. So this one is going to be like this. So this time we're going to put the glue on the finished side here, because that's the way they're all facing. And we're going to do that like that. That way it covers that up. You don't see the little edges of the yellow. It looks finished from both sides. And you could do the yellow piece of paper right away, but I kind of like how it sets it in a little bit, gives it a little bit more dimension. All right, I've cut 2 little pieces of black paper, just little pieces of cardstock, and I folded them in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one on the front here of this post at the bottom and one on the back. So it allows me to stand my little light up. Okay? So let's do that. We're just going to... Now this one I kind of cut on an angle a little bit so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb on there. And I'm going to press it right to the bottom, just like so. All right. I'm going to take the other one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to press it on the back side. There we go, right to the bottom. Oh, that one sticks out just a little bit, I think. Oh, nope, that's the actual. So it doesn't. All right, so now we just got like a pair of wings there, and that will help that stand up all by itself. But we're going to glue it on, but I will use hot glue to glue it in place. And I'm thinking probably right about there. But I want to decorate my tree first. Now, I got a set of lights out, and I don't know if they're going to work or not, so I may or may not go with the lights. I had to take them out of the box and get them ready, and I didn't want to wrap them all around there without knowing. And I did leave the button on there that you can use in the store to see if they work. Now these are, and I've had these for quite a while, Maker's Holiday 25 mini lights. So they're kind of like the fairy lights. the real small wire. So I'm just going to see. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I might get it all wrapped around, and I might have to undo it. I'm not sure. I'm going to kind of wrap them around there. It's green, so it shouldn't show up too much in there. And I got some little red berries pulled out and ready to go, and I've got some little gold berry things pulled out ready to go, so we'll just see. And this is quite long, so we'll probably be able to go around and then come back up and around again. The wire is very fine, so it's not gonna I'm tangled on something. There we go. It's not gonna show too much, I don't think. I think by the time we're all done, it'll be okay. I'm gonna start going back up again, and then maybe we'll be able to get it back down again so that I don't have that wire sticking out the top. I want to have that kind of more towards the bottom of the tree, so the box can just sit near it and I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so we're going to just start going back around here to get that box down there like that. Actually, I might start heading down faster. There we go. Down faster. There we go. Oopsie. Alright, so now I'm just going to press the button and see what it looks like. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Maybe arrange them a little bit so one's higher than the other. There we go. I think that'll be all right. Okay, so now I'll just leave this box sit like behind there. I don't think I can get the cord in and out of the box. So, all right, now we got that on there. Now I'm going to need some tweezers because these are tiny. So what I'm going to do is just take one and I'm going to put a little glue on it, and I'm just going to stick it in there. And we'll worry about all the glue strings afterwards. Oops, apparently I got some glue on there. And I noticed, I don't know if it's the winter, but everything is staticky, like everything. I go to pick something up and the balls were sticking to my hands because of the static electricity. I'm just going to touch it on the end there. There we go. And we got, I thought about like beads too. I looked at some beads I had and I thought they were even smaller than these. And I didn't want them too big, but I also wanted to be able to hang on to them too. Oops, that's caught on me. So I thought, no, not the beads. These were just too small. And they were shiny, and I kind of like this more natural look here. Let's go like down there like that. There we go. So we got the red, and I've got some gold. I got ribbon. I was trying to think, I didn't want to over decorate it because it's such a small tree, but I know it needed something, so you know, worst case scenario, you can pull it all off and put something else on, but bit here so I can see the back. Don't want to put them all on the front. And when I tore these off, I ended up with a little bit of red, which is fine. Or I mean a little bit of white where the foam showed, but I'm trying to hide that with by placing that where the glue goes and sticking that part in. Ooh, that's a good piece. There we go. So this is, I've seen something similar on Pinterest. And I thought, oh, I like that. But I bought this Tim Holtz die because I just love that little light post. And so I decided I wanted to do with that. Now these little shadow figures here, I cut them out before Christmas. And I just like them. I just like that vintage type of little look. And they were just sitting in my craft room, just sitting on a little ledge all by themselves, just because I like the looks of them. So when I thought about doing this, I thought, oh, I can use my little shadow children, and that will look good in there. And then I got a sticker. I might put a sticker in here. I gotta see what it's gonna look like. I'm not quite sure. All right, up there. What we got going here? Because I do have the gold ones too, but I do want to get these red ones on there. Oopsie. We have a lot of glue strings. That's all right. That's all right. About right there. There we go. All right. Clean that off a second. And then we'll get cover up my glue here. And we'll do some of the gold. Now it's kind of a coppery gold, because I got some other gold ones out to go with it, and they were a totally different color gold. So I thought, oh, these are kind of more coppery colored. So they're a little bit bigger, but that's all right. Ornaments are not always the same size. Now these ones were just a pick. That's all they were, was these little balls on here on the pick. And so I just pulled them off as gently as I could. And like I said, I'm going to have some glue strings I'm going to have to remove because these are small, but I don't mind so much. When you work with hot glue, you kind of get used to glue strings. Some people do it and they never even know they... It's like, how do you do that without getting any glue strings on there? Put one down here. Let's turn it around a little bit. Now I picked more than I thought I would need, because doing a video, I didn't want to have to go back while I was doing a video and try to get more, so I figured just do it, and then I'll put them back in the box, and they can go on another project. Oopsie, I don't know how well you can see. I don't want to tip it because it's, but as soon as I get these last couple on here, then I'll tip it so you can see what it looks like. There we go. Now, I was thinking about wrapping a silver ribbon around this, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna need it. I think I'll be all right without it. So maybe I'll just put a bow on it. Put you back in there. Bow. There we go. Maybe I'll just put a little bow on it or something. And this tree came with a little snow on it already. So kind of like that, especially for the scene I'm making because the kids are sledding. So I kind of like that. All right, one right in there, I think. All right, let me see. Let's see what it looks like here. There we go. Not too bad. Kind of pretty. I'll turn the light on. There we go. Just like that. Yeah. All right. This one should be quite quick. So that, like I said, I cut these out of my Cricut. And what I'm going to do is just run these right at the top of the container there. I should maybe cover that lip first. Maybe do that with this one. Yeah, so let's measure that, see how big that is. That is 3/4 of an inch. So let's cut a slice of this, or we can use, let's use the same. That way it looks like it's one continuous piece, so 3/4 of an inch. There. There we go. Oh, we're going to have to, you know what, I'll put that around front because they're going to be sledding, so I might be able to block that with one of them or something. Let's see here. That, or I can put a little snowflake on it. It's got to be covered because that is just that much bigger than the 12-inch piece. All right, let me see here. Will this cover it? No. All right, well, so we'll put a snowflake there. That's not a big deal. So I'm going to put it off to the side here. And here it is. Losing my glue. So those are times, sometimes you run into those things when you can't like pre-make something. You know, I only have one of them, so I couldn't like pre-design it and try it out because I only had one set of lights. I have other set of lights, but I only have one set of that type of lights. So that does not do me any good. So we're gonna come along here. Oops, I want that over here. There we go. Make sure that's down along that edge there. There. And that top, that snow will come down to that other part. So, all right. So now I can take these, and I'm just gonna bring those right up along that top edge there. Okay. Which side do I like better? There we go. So with this, I'm going to add just a bead of hot glue on there. And then we're going to tip it. We're going to line that right up there, just like that. And the reason I want the hot glue is because it dries quick and it grabs nicely for me. There. You know what? I need to move that over a little bit because I've got two of them. Good thing I didn't grab too much, huh? Because this one's here too. All right. Maybe I do want the, maybe I don't want the hot glue. All right. Just wondering if my other glue would grab better. So over further. Here we go. Here we go. Whoops. Gotta make sure I'm watching. Sorry if I went out of frame. And I haven't done a ton of videos yet, so I'm still trying to get used to it. But I do apologize if I go out of frame. Alright, now this one here, it's going to go along that same edge. There we go. And that's why I wanted to decorate that tree before, because I knew it'd be harder to get around in there. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now, let's put our little light post in. These are small children. You know, I could have made them bigger, and I might have to maybe cut them bigger, because everything looks so big. Let's put the light post in here. And then for they got this prepped here. And this was the little wreath on the light. And so I just put some pop dots on there. Oops. I had a little white dots to try to simulate maybe like either just a little bit of snow or maybe lights on. Not sure I like that. Okay. So we're gonna glue here, a little glue there, just to make sure it sticks good. Right there, like that. Okay. I could use that. I could have put that on before I added the thing, but there we go. Now this has a little bow, and what I did is I just took a little of my cat's eye and I ran it along the edge there just to give it a little more dimension with the dark red there. So now this I'm just gonna put a little art glitter glue right there. Actually run it like this here. Whoa! Everything's so tiny, except for my fingers. There we go. Oh, I need a little bit more glue there. Fell and lost its glue. There we go. There we go. Now you could add little stickles or something in the light to make it shine, but I don't think I really need to. I'm just not sure that if I want a bigger people or not. Alright, so now we're just going to take some of our, I need a popsicle stick, some of our snow here. And we're just going to put that all on there. Just smear it. Smear it on there. Kind of just brings this all together. And the base of the tree is already white, so doesn't need a ton of it. I just want to cover all of that there. See? I'm just getting in there, smearing it around. I just thought this would look so cute. I'm wishing my people was just a little bit bigger, but you know what? Doesn't matter. And you know, probably could get a little tea light in there too if you wanted to. So the tea light in that area. it up by the, whoops, there I go again. So sorry. Get that in there. By the light post. And you make it bumpy so it looks like it's drifted. Bring it down along the edges there. I need a little bit smaller one just to get in that smaller spot. There's a piece of tree in there. There we go. Get up there. Get it back up and behind that light post there. Now if you want to cover that tree base, you can, because it is a little bit different white. You could even have some little gifts wrapped and put those there. Not sure if I can get there with that. Get that all in there like that. I think because this is almost gone, I'm going to scrape the rest of that out and put it underneath that tree there. Kind of disguise that. It's white, but it's just a different color white. So we'll just cover it up since we've got this. This container's almost empty. Okay. Got some glue strings. That looks pretty good. All right. Yeah. Got some snow there. I'd have to twisty tie that back behind there. Okay. I think the only thing left to do is to put my bow on. I don't even know if I need a bow. Let's see here. No, I got this prep. Maybe just yeah, we will do that. Need some sharp scissors here. We'll just cut that like that. There we go. Add a little bead of glue. And we'll just get this to the top of the tree here. There we go. You can see that. Now this snow doesn't take very long to dry. So it won't be long and it'll be all dry. Okay, throw that in the garbage. Now I have these stickers and I thought a sticker might look good in there. I'm just not sure what. Let's see, like the snowman. Slopes Winter Fun. Now this is Cartabello's. This is a couple years old, but I bought a lot of this because I fell in love with it. Just fell in love with it, so I bought a lot of it. Let's see here. I'm gonna have one for that. Maybe we can put the dog over there, maybe. He might look cute over here where that blank spot is. Let's see what we can do. The blank spot still might show. Let me see. Yeah, not that. Okay. We got a snowflake here. We'll put that there. Nope, that's not going to work either. My goodness, need something bigger, but not too big. What do we do with this winter time? I'd like to put that on something. Can I get that to stick to the tree? Yeah, think I'm going to hot glue that right to that tree there. So even though it's a sticker, I'm just going to add a bead of hot glue and get that to stick to the tree, just like that. I think that'll look nice. There we go. Let that kind of, the hot glue kind of go backwards into it here. Yeah. Oops. Get my snow all over myself here. All right. So we got that. What else? This here says snow time. So I think I'm going to put that right here. And then I can always go and add a little extra snow tucks hanging down there. Let me get this straight here. Get it straight. And then what I'll do is I'll just add a little extra snow hanging down there. I do have a little bit left in that container that I can work with, so. Little wire, you are just gonna upset me there. Okay. And let's see, another sticker. Snow time. And I hope that stays. It doesn't feel very sticky on there. Whoop. And then maybe I'll, since I pulled that other one off of there, maybe I'll just add that over there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some, I don't feel very secure on there. So I'm going to add some art glitter glue on there. It is sticky, but it just doesn't feel like it's adhering very good to that. So I'm just going to do this here. There we go. Let me get that snow text out. We're gonna try to get some hanging down the edge there to cover that up. Here we go. Here we go. And some down along this edge too. Try to even it out a little bit. Yeah. Try to, whoops, there I go again. What I'm trying to do is push them up against those, like their feet there, so it doesn't look brown right there, if you could see it. There we go. Might have to get my hand in there to it. It's very sticky. Yeah. Just like that. All right. Okay, let's see here if I can get that down in there. You see that? Look in the trash with you. Over here. All right. Let's turn the light on. There. That wasn't too bad. Went along pretty good. Another project done. Got a couple glue strings there. We'll pick those off. And I'm gonna get that wire to stay down back there. Yeah, I like it. Well, I hope you join me again and consider subscribing to my channel. This is week 3 of 52 weeks of Christmas. So I hope you join me again, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.